Welcome to this live. If you are watching this replay, welcome to the replay. I don't plan on being here forever. I'm going to be here for a good time, not for a long time. Isn't that the saying? Listen, I am waiting for more of you to come on. As I am waiting, I don't know if you all know that I am headed to Africa tomorrow, depending on when you watch this. Depending on when you watch this, I am headed to Africa, to Uganda and Rwanda tomorrow. If you're watching this after today, which is Monday, child, I'm already there. If you're watching this down the line, I see some fellas coming on. Y'all can stay on, but this is for my ladies, but stay on. Because listen, if you got a girl, you need to send this to your girl. If you have a wife, if you have a daughter, my brother is on. Hey, Yusef, send it to your daughter, to your girl. But I am here because I asked and you all answered, and this is for all my ladies. I asked and you answered, and so I want to share with you what the results of a survey that I submitted, what the results of the survey were, and we are going to unpack the results of the survey. And because of the survey, there's some things that I am changing and adding to the work I do. There's some things that I am stopping just for a little bit, and I want to walk you through all of that. And so if you're coming on, this is definitely for my ladies, so make sure you send this to your girlfriend, send this to your wife, send this to your daughter. And as I'm waiting for more people to come on, I was sharing that tomorrow, today is Monday, so depending on when you watch this, if you watch it live, then tomorrow. If you watch it later on today, then tomorrow I am headed to Uganda and Rwanda. I am headed to Africa. I'm headed to Africa. If you're watching this down the line, child, I might be already there or I might be back, but I am super excited. So make sure that you click my stories. I'm going to create a highlight so you can follow my journey while I'm in Africa. And so I'm going to put it in my stories as much as I can based on connection over there. So make sure you are watching my Instagram highlights. Okay, so let's dive in. Like I said, I did a survey and I asked you all, what is it that you are needing? I asked you for your pain points. I asked you for how I can support you. I asked you what hinders you from investing in yourself. Now, y'all, can y'all see that picture right there? My daughter graduated from high school. Y'all see, I've been talking about it. Hey, Ryan, she graduated from high school. And so that's that picture right behind us. All right, so let me put my glasses on so we can dive into this conversation. Again, I want to share this. Recently, I work with a lot of couples. And recently, I was working with a particular couple, and the wife had been communicating a need that she had in her marriage. She had been communicating a need that she had in her marriage. And the husband, in her opinion, wasn't meeting the need. And, you know, as we unpacked it, I was exploring the why. Asking her, why do you think he's not meeting the need? Asking him, why aren't you meeting the need? And as we unpacked it, what we discovered is that her ask was not as clear as she thought it was, or he was interpreting her ask, A-S-K, what she was asking for. He was interpreting it totally different than she intended. And so here she was making a request, and he was not responding to the request simply because his understanding of what she was asking for was off. Why am I bringing that up? Because this survey revealed so much to me. It helped me to understand so much of the pain points that so many women are having. And so I have been addressing needs, but some of the needs I've been addressing haven't quite hit where you all were in pain or what your pain point was. And it was just really, really eye-opening for me and illuminating for me. And that's what we're going to talk about. So again, as you're coming on, let people know. I'm trying to wait a little bit because I know the algorithm sometimes takes a while. If you're watching this in a replay format, I am super excited that you are watching. Stay tuned because I do have something I want to share toward the very end. And so let me put on my little glasses because somebody is 50 and I thought I had gotten healed. I thought I was healed with my eyesight. Ooh, I ain't gonna say Jesus didn't heal me. I think Jesus just said, put your glasses on, Robin. Okay. So again, I want to share the highlights from the survey. Then I'm going to talk about what I am pausing and then what's coming next for all of the work I do. So let's talk about the highlights from this survey. I did a survey and I asked ladies, what are your biggest challenges? What are your biggest challenges? And so I'm going to share what the top 3 challenges are. And then I want you to tell me what you agree with. So the biggest challenges when women are just looking at their life overall, they're looking at their entire life. What are the biggest challenges? Number 1 was balance and managing their time. Balance and managing their time. The women said that they feel pulled in so many directions. They feel like there's not enough time in the day. They don't know how to, or they're having a hard time prioritizing all the things that matter to them. And so balance and managing time was the number 1 issue that women had. The second issue was purpose and clarity. A lot of the women in the survey said, I need to have more clarity about what I'm supposed to be doing. I want to tap into things that are more meaningful, but I don't know how to do that. So balance and managing time, and then purpose and clarity, wanting more purpose in their life with things that are more significant, that have a legacy connected to it. And then clarity about what that looks like, right? I'm already saying I'm having a hard time managing my life. So now I need some purpose and clarity. As you're coming on, I am sharing the results from the survey that I ask all of you to fill out. And I am sharing with you the results, what your pain points are, what you're looking for. And then I'm going to share with you some things that I am stopping in the work I do, but also some things that I am adding. And then I have a special something I want to offer to all of you. Okay. So the survey results said that the biggest challenge is balancing and managing time, purpose and clarity, and then needing faith-based encouragement that's actually practical. Like most of the women who filled out the survey said, I want faith-based encouragement, but I want things that are practical, things that I can actually apply in my everyday life. And baby, that was right up my alley. That made me so excited. So in other words, I like the motivational things, but I want to have some things that are practical in my life that I can actually apply. So balance and managing time was a major pain point. Purpose and clarity, and then faith-based encouragement that's actually practical. So those are the primary pain points. So I want you to DM me or comment below. Listen, I'm going to post this live on my IG, so you can always come back to it and tell me, watch it and tell me, Robin, I agree with that. That's not necessarily my issue. Or you can DM me if you would prefer to have a personal conversation. So balance and managing time, purpose and clarity, and then faith-based encouragement that's actually practical. So my next question in the survey, after I asked, what are your biggest concerns? I ask, how do you want that concern to be addressed? What are the best ways for those issues that you have to actually be addressed? And this is what you all told me. You all said you want short, daily, or weekly inspiration. Now, it was an emphasis on the short. Short, daily, or short weekly inspiration. And I understand, because if you're having a hard time managing and balancing your time, even if you want to invest your time in a certain area, you may feel like you can't. And so you told me you wanted short daily or short weekly inspiration. A lot of the women said they prefer guided journals or workbooks. That was very eye-opening to me. They wanted guided journals or workbooks. And then they want small group accountability or one-on-one coaching. Small group accountability or one-on-one coaching. And that I got for you, baby. Just stay tuned. So we talked about the pain points. These are the things that you all are telling me, you know what, Robin, I need to balance and manage my time. I want purpose and clarity, and I want practical encouragement, something I can actually apply to my life. And the way I want it is in short, daily inspiration or short weekly inspiration. You said you wanted a guided journal or a guided workbook. And then lastly, you do want community and connection. You want small group accountability or one-on-one coaching. So that was very eye-opening for me. So now the question becomes, okay, so that's what you want. The next question I asked was, what causes you to be hesitant about investing in things like this? What keeps you from investing in things that are going to help you manage your time or bring you purpose and clarity or faith-based encouragement? What hinders you from investing in this? And this is what y'all told me. When people overpromise and there are not any real results. When someone is overpromising something without real results, or when it doesn't feel, again, here's that same theme, when it doesn't feel applicable to your real life. All right. So those were the things that you all said. Number one, when people overpromise results and when the ideas don't feel applicable in your real life. Okay. So with that in mind, so as you're watching this, I want you to know I hear you. And if this is real for you, as you're hearing these examples or these pain points and these concerns, if it's real for you, whenever you're watching this, comment and let me know, or DM me and let me know. But with that in mind, I went to the boardroom and I said, okay, what do I do? So there's one major change that I am making just for a little bit of time. Just for a limited period of time, there's one major change that I'm making, and that is I am pausing Bite-Sized Breakthroughs for Busy Women. That is my membership, Bite-Sized Breakthroughs for Busy Women. And Bite-Sized Breakthroughs for Busy Women is a membership where I share strategy and principles and ideas with you weekly. And each of those segments were pretty short. They're about 15 minutes. But what I understand is that you want it even shorter. And so I got you. Don't worry, I got you. So I'm pausing Bite-Sized Breakthroughs for Busy Women just for a limited time. And let me tell you why. Because there are some other offers that I have that I believe is going to meet your pain point in a better way, meet your concern, help you quickly. And so I only have so much time. I only have so much capacity. So I am going to pause creating the content for Bite-Sized Breakthroughs for Busy Women, that membership. I'm going to pause it. The women who were in that membership have already gotten an email. If you were in that membership and you have not gotten an email, please DM me so I can make sure you get it. They still will have access to all of the resources that are already in there. I'm just not adding anything else for the next, I don't want to put a timetable on it, just for a little bit, okay? So I am pausing Bite-Sized Breakthroughs for Busy Women just for now so that I can focus on some other things. So what am I adding? What's being elevated? I'm super excited because there are about 3 additions that I want to talk through with you. Okay. Or maybe 4. So the first one I'm going to talk about is, if you haven't already, I need you to go through the Define Your Happy challenge, because a lot of you are telling me, not only do I need to manage my, balance my time, I need to have greater purpose and greater clarity. And I want to help you define what happiness means to you. So I am revisiting my goal to get 1,000 women to define their happy. The Define Your Happy challenge is absolutely free. It's just 5 days. And at the end of those 5 days, you will be able to define what happiness means to you. Now, what happiness means to you right now may evolve over the next 6 months, or it might evolve next year. But if you don't even have a working definition about what brings you happy, what makes you happy, what inspires happiness for you, then how are you going to achieve it? Particularly for women of faith who believe, oh, God don't want me to be happy. He just wants me to have joy. No, you can have both. You can have deep, deep joy and happiness. And yes, happiness can often, I'm not going to get into the challenge because I share with you a definition of happiness, or not a definition, what happiness is made of. So go through the challenge. So I want you to go through the challenge because everyone who has gone through the challenge, in the next month or so, I am actually taking that challenge and turning it into an actual book. So remember, you all said you wanted a guided journal or a workbook. So I am taking Define Your Happy Challenge, and I'm going to have a printed book for you to order. But any woman who has gone through Define Your Happy will get a significant discount on the actual book. So if you haven't already, go to defineyourhappy.com. Defineyourhappy.com. It is absolutely free. It's just 5 days, and I take you on a journey of defining what happiness means for you. So that's the first thing. We're going to define your happy and turn it into an actual book that you can have in your hands. So that's the first change. Second, I am pouring so much into my YouTube channel. I am pouring so much into it. There are going to be 6 specific topics that we're going to deal with in my YouTube, okay? 1, I'm going to try to give you, you will get periodic faith-filled moments where I am repurposing a sermon, just sharing a sermon that I've ministered somewhere and giving you a snippet of it, or I'll come on just like this and we'll talk through a scripture or an idea in scripture together. So we will do faith-filled reflections. Then I'm super excited. There is a brand new segment on my YouTube, and it is dating with discernment for women over 40. Because what a woman at 20 needs is different than a woman needs at 40. We are talking dating with discernment on my YouTube channel. We are walking through my book, Before You Take His Name. There are already a couple of videos on there right now. So head over to my YouTube, youtube.com/RobinMayOnline, or click the link in my bio. So we're going to do faith-filled reflections, dating and discernment for women over 40. We're going to do some segments on strengthening your marriage. We're going to talk about real adult friendships and the ups and downs of our adult friendships. We're going to talk about elevating your life, which is your identity and your habits and your self-awareness. We're going to also talk to those who are leading in corporate America, or you are just a leader in some capacity. We're going to talk about wellness and executive function and decision making. So all of that is taking place on my YouTube. So make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. So number 1, we are pausing bite-sized breakthroughs for busy women just for a little bit. 2, we're going to create the Define Your Happy book. 3, we are elevating the conversations on my YouTube channel. Then 4, this is something super excited that I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to do a book club for a long time. But remember, you all are trying to manage your time, and you are trying to prioritize your time. You're trying to balance all the things. And so while you might want to read a book, y'all know you're busy, okay? So we are going to start a podcast club. I'm super excited about this, and we're going to do this soon, right? So make sure you are on my email list. I am going to find different episodes, different podcasts that have a great episode, and I am going to send that link out to you all, give you a time period to listen to the podcast, and then we're going to jump on a Zoom to talk about it. And I already have the very first podcast that we're going to listen to. I'm not going to tell you the topic. Just stay tuned, because we are going to have a podcast club, not just my podcast, but other podcasts that have a topic that I think is interesting. And we're just going to get on Zoom and talk about it. So let's say I send it out on a Monday. The following Monday, we'll get on a Zoom to talk about it. It won't be any more, the podcast episode won't be any longer than an hour. And so you'll be able to listen to it the entire week and then join me on a Zoom. And that gives us our community that all of you have been talking about. And then lastly, this is what I'm super excited. So y'all following me. I'm going to put I'm going to give you all of this on Instagram in just a moment. If you're watching this on YouTube as a replay, make sure you go to my Instagram, because I'm going to also have a carousel to let you know what we talked about. But this is the part that I'm super excited about as well. As you all know, what I am focused on now that we're pausing bite-sized breakthroughs is Elevate Your Life in 30 Days. Now, Elevate Your Life in 30 Days is exactly what you all have been asking for. It is giving you bite-sized inspiration daily, just 5 minutes a day. Just 5 minutes a day for 30 days. Then, girl, you can re-listen to it again the next month. And then you can re-listen to it again the next month. It is 5 minutes a day for 30 days, where we're talking about all the things that concern a woman. It comes right to your to your phone via the Patreon app. Just download the Patreon app. You can listen to it every single day. You'll get an email every single day saying it's ready. It's ready. It's ready. And you can access that. It's just $30, $1 a day for you to elevate your life. But this is what I'm super excited about. I'm doing a flash sale. So between now and tomorrow at 4 p.m., between now and tomorrow at 4 p.m., if you invest and elevate your life in 30 days, it's just $30, you will have access to a private Q&A with me and those women who invested to just talk about what you've learned so far in the 30-day experience. So I'm probably going to do it maybe right at the top of July. Maybe I'll do it right at the top of July, so that or maybe toward the end of June. I don't know. So we'll do it soon, where you'll have about 15 days of the Elevate Your Life. And then we'll jump on a Zoom and just connect, and you'll tell me your ahas, and you can ask me questions and I'll probe questions to you. The Q&A will be absolutely free. It will be a bonus to those who invest in Elevate Your Life in 30 days. This way, you're getting just what you asked for. The small, quick snippet in short format plus community. So if you want to access that, just click the link in my bio, go to Elevate Your Life in 30 days, just invest, start listening. And those who invest within the next 24 hours, you are going to get access to an absolutely free bonus Q&A. All right, so we talked about so much. I wanted you to know what is taking place. So first of all, I shared with you the survey results, what your pain points were, what you're looking for, what you're cautious about. I share with you what we're changing. We're pausing bite-sized breakthroughs for busy women just for a little bit so that I can focus on these other things. What are the other things? We are creating the Define Your Happy book. So make sure you go through the Define Your Happy challenge. It is absolutely free. Go to defineyourhappy.com to sign up. So I'll create the book. We're going to do a podcast club. We're going to do a elevated YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube. And if you invest in Elevate Your Life in just 30 days in the next 24 hours, you will get access to a bonus Q&A. So I'm just looking at my notes, making sure I covered all the things that I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, so if you have any questions, DM me. I'm going to post this live so you can catch it. I'm going to post it on YouTube. Listen, if you miss the 24-hour flash sale, I don't want you to miss it. So I ain't going to tell you. If you watch this after, let's do this. If you watch this after the sale is over and you still want access to the sale, we'll talk about it. Just DM me because I want to be fair to everybody. So just DM me. If you have any questions about any of the things we talked about, let me know. And make sure you're following my stories as I share with you my journey in Africa. All right, y'all, that is it. I cannot wait for us to continue to elevate not just what we do, but who we are. I'll talk to you soon.